Randa, congratulations on the victory. You've had a couple of minutes to...
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
You've
had a couple of minutes to sort of decompress. How are you feeling about your performance and the victory?
I feel great about my performance. We worked really hard, me and my team at Travis Luter's. Travis, Justin, and Shug. We worked really, really hard, and we were actually preparing for the last fight, and from there I didn't get to showcase what I've been learning. We just kept moving forward from there, and I'm really excited about being here, about having this opportunity, and about being able to like showcase all my skills that I've been working on.
The commentators made a point to say that you had mentioned that you don't want to overthink things in there and that you kind of just wanted to feel it out and have a little bit of fun. Were you able to do that, or were there moments where you had to say to yourself, stop overthinking? How did it go?
Yeah, I went in there just focused on like basically just letting everything go, and just like I already know everything. Like we've been working really hard. We've gone through this over and over and over again, and I don't need to overthink it. And yeah, I just kind of like went with the flow, and I felt good about it.
Is that the strategy going forward now? Just keep that mindset?
Yes, of course. You know, with this camp that I'm at right now at Travis Luter's, I feel great. I feel like we're working really hard on everything, not just one specific thing. Like with the jiu-jitsu, with the wrestling, with the striking, everything's consistent and like every day. And I feel like more confident. Like the harder I work, the more confident I get, and I just feel like I'm in a good place right now.
Awesome. I think it was in the first round she had a choke in. How tight was that? Were you in any danger at all, or?
You know, there were times like where she had my arm and everything, but right when I was there, I knew like in my mind like, oh shoot, like why did I get here? And then I just thought, nope, I'm not done yet. And you know, I look back, I'm like, how the heck did I get out of some of those submissions? And yeah, it was just like in my mind, I was set to, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on, move on from MMA. I'm here, and I want to make sure that I stay here.
Yeah, you sort of insinuated that. How important was this win for you and your career, obviously?
This was the make it or break it. That's it. And you know, this entire camp was, I'm not ready to move forward. I love this. This is everything for me. Ever since I was young, you know, I've been fighting. Not just with MMA, just my whole life I've been fighting. And this is what I do, and this is what I love to do, and I have to remember that, and that's why I'm here. This is what I love.
With that being said, I'm sure wins are fun, so this one must mean extra.
Yeah, man, like I haven't won in Vegas in a really long time, you know, since the Ultimate Fighter. So I was ready to, you know, like break all these stupid things that I have in my head, you know, like, oh, you never won in Vegas. So people say this all the time to me and stuff. And it's like, no, it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. I'm in a good place, and I'm going to go out there and I'm going to do well and walk out with a victory.
And you did. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hi. Congratulations. You know, this week the talk was all about Paulo Costa and his weight. And I'm curious, you know, as a fellow fighter and somebody fighting on this card, what are your thoughts on the fact that he was able to change his weight twice, and many other fighters don't get that option?
I think these guys are taking advantage of their place and like of where they are. I mean, we've all known about the weight cut. We've all known where we're supposed to be for months now, and to get up one day and be like, you know what, I'm just not going to make it. It's not fair for everybody else, and it's not fair for the sport. And it's kind of like, this is what our sport is all about. Like we have signed up for this. You know, we know what what we have to do when the time comes, and for you to just get up and be like, oh, I'm not going to do this, and everyone be okay with it, I feel like it's not fair, and it just takes away from the sport. And yeah, that's it.
Do you think we'll see more fighters doing that now that we've seen it done?
I don't think so. I think you know, who knows what Paulo Costa was going through. You know, he is a big dude, and I don't think many fighters are going to do that. You know, we sign up for this for a reason. We know what we have to do, and a lot of us are just we know what we got to do. We got to do it.
Thank you.
You talked a little bit about the mindset going into this fight. You know, coming in here with 4 losses, I think a lot of fighters might feel like there was pressure on their shoulders to get this win, but you were able to kind of to look past that and kind of focus on this fight and still go out there and have fun. How did you come to that mindset, and what did you sort of tell yourself coming into this fight week that you were able to still perform at a high level, and was there pressure on your shoulders to really get the win?
You know, like there was a lot of pressure, but at the same time it was kind of like there was no pressure at the same time. You know, like I win, I move forward, and I'm still with the UFC. I lose, I got to move on with my life, and you know, maybe this isn't for me. It was kind of like a wake-up call, like maybe it's time to move on, or you know, this is it for you, you know, or this is what you love. You know, every day I did everything. I worked really hard. I did everything I needed to do, and it was time to go out there and just do it, and whatever the outcome was, you know, and I'm happy with, you know, going out there, leaving it all on the line, and I did well. So.
At what point does that enter the head? Is it, I mean, I can see where some fighters, maybe that comes after a couple losses where that idea of the doubt comes in your head. Was it after the third loss, or was it after the fourth loss? And, you know, to have that thought in your head, what was the final key to kind of overcome that? I think a lot of people get that and then they get stuck in the self-doubt, but what worked for you to overcome that hurdle and believe that I just got to go out there and do this?
I think the first 3 losses, like not the Mackenzie turn, the one after that, I kind of felt like, man, maybe this isn't for me. And but that was like my husband said, you need to get up and move and go somewhere else, because you know what, this is not working for you. So I left everything. I moved to Texas. You know, I busted my butt in Texas and kind of like give it everything I got, give it one last shot. And then after my last fight, I kind of was like, I'm not done yet. Like I didn't get to showcase everything I've been working on. This wasn't everything for me, and so I was able to do it today.
That's awesome. And going to this fight, what was the game plan for her? She's definitely a very tough fighter, but did you feel that, because I don't know if you noticed that she was starting getting tired as the rounds went on, did you feel that you just had to sort of weather the initial storm with her, and what was the game plan for her going into this fight?
It wasn't the weathering the storm. I think it was just reminding myself, and the coach is reminding me of just, you know, don't rush anything. Don't rush anything. Like just do what you know, and like I know everything. We know what. We've been in every worst situation. We've gone over it over and over and over again, and I already know the situations. I already know the game, like what to do in every situation. So we just went out there and did my thing, and was really patient about everything.
Well, it was an outstanding performance. I think it was one of the best ones we've seen from you for a while. Do we feel like this now going forward, this is the Markos version 2.0 or maybe version 3.0 at this point? Do you feel like you've crossed over some hump and now are fighting at a different level going forward? Yeah,
I feel like I found myself again. I feel like I was lost for a really long time, and I was just constantly trying to figure it out. I think I figured it out, and I'm ready for a win streak. I think I'm well due for a win streak, and I'm ready for it.
Awesome. Congrats on the victory.
Thank you.